best tackles of his career came in against the Indianapolis Colts, Indianapolis, in playoff in the 2005 run. But it was right here, Anthony Richardson. He's going to scramble. He gets injured right here on that play. You can see right now as he comes down, and he is now replaced by Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, he can still throw the football. He's going to find Josh Downs right there. And right now it is 17-3 Indianapolis Colts at the half. And Joe Burrow is going to find Jamar Chase. The contract's beside him. He's back to saying, having fun. I want to play again. And doing what Jamar Chase does. He catches it, makes people miss, gets in there, and he's going to go 63 yards for the touchdown. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdowns on the half. They lead 21-14 over the Carolina Panthers.
Eagles, Buccaneers, a surprising first half in this one. Baker Mayfield, double move, and you have touchdown by Trey Palmer, 15 yards for TD. Baker Mayfield cooking this one 24-7 Buccaneers.
New Orleans at Atlanta. They're going to hand it off to the left side to Taysom Hill. Rumbles his way in there for the touchdown. Then later, Derek Carr trying to throw the screen. Pumps, throws it late, gets hit. Oh, man, falls right into the hands of Troy Anderson. 47 yards later, he's in for the touchdown. Atlanta up 17-14 down there in the Benz.
All right, C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins, they have quite the combination. I know Diggs was brought over, but this duo is dangerous. Outside left, he runs a dig route. Watch how they move him around. He's in the slot on the right side, runs the corner route, hits him, low and away. And then in the slot on the left side, he runs a slant route, helmet or higher in the end zone for the TD. These guys, quite the duo, 7 receptions, 87 yards in a TD. Nico, big, strong target. You find him in the red zone. If he throws it helmet or higher, it's going to be him or that ball is going out of bounds.
Yeah, and I think, you look at Houston in that game, taking the punch from Jacksonville early.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, a lot of talk about them this week. We talked about it pregame. Who are they? What do they need to do? They come out firing. Houston kind of handles that first wave, that first jab, and has hung in there and got themselves into position to drive that football game.
And I'll tell you, I see nothing different from the Jacksonville Jaguars. They get the ball on the 2-yard line, they go in for the score, but they cannot convert third downs. And these are 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 1s, and you can't get drives going. And then on the other side of the ball, the Indianapolis Colts have controlled the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They can't run the football, and right now even Joe Flacco's got time to throw it.
It's tough because Anthony Richardson is a little banged up. He's played in 8 games in his career, has been banged up in about 4 of them. Want to see if he can get back on the field healthy, but we do know Joe Flacco, he is forever young. At least that arm is. It's like a puncher's punch. Wow. They never lose that punch, so he has that power to let that ball go.
And how about Jonathan Taylor? We talked to him pregame, and he sounded like a man on a mission. He was going into that locker room and not coming out without telling himself we're going to find a way to win.
And with Flacco now in the lineup.
And he's playing that way.
Yeah.
Right? He's running that football. He's catching it out of the backfield, running the football effectively for them. It's going to be interesting to see the second half.
Yeah. The word that I use to describe C.J. Stroud, nonplussed. He just not get perturbed.
Yeah.
All right, folks, don't forget, coming up later, it will be the Kansas City Chiefs, defending Super Bowl champions, playing against the L.A. Chargers there. Yep, Mr. Herbert will be starting. We'll get back to more of the Verizon Halftime Report when it continues.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. The NFL powered by Verizon 5G.
On game day, you see our strength, but we see yours too. We see the strength it takes to get screened, facing your fears while still having hope, knowing that even with great strength, there are some battles best fought with people by your side. Getting screened is the first step.
Being an NFL player demands knowledge, preparation, and skill. Protecting them demands the most cutting-edge helmet technology. The NFL drives innovation through testing, data, and collaboration with helmet manufacturers, leading this season to the 5 safest helmets ever tested, with more position-specific models tailored to player roles, and 3D scanning for custom fits to enhance protection and performance. Before any helmet goes on, safety goes in.
CBS presents a moment of relaxation.
You good? Yeah, I'm good.
Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr., Papa's House, premieres CBS Monday, October 21st. From the brains behind The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon.
Welcome to the Cooper residence.
Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, October 17th, part of CBS Premiere Week.
October baseball on TBS. Power is not given. It's taken. Step up and call your shot. This is electric. Power packs baseball. Show me what it feels like. CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. The NFL powered by Verizon 5G.
Welcome back to the Verizon Halftime Report. Coming up 4:25 Eastern, we head to the City of Angels. Justin Herbert and the Chargers welcoming Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. That is the featured matchup.
Yeah, big divisional matchup and big rivalry right there. But I think the big question with the Kansas City Chiefs, they're 3-0. But as Patrick Mahomes has said, they could easily be 0-3. They've kind of been on the edge. They lose Isaiah Pacheco, but really the story early this season is Carson Steele. He's stepped in, given something in the running game. And on the other side of the ball, it's going to be about Justin Herbert and his ankle. He hurt it last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers. How mobile is he right now? So that's going to be the question going into this game. He may start it. Can he finish it?
The Chiefs on the edge, and their record again is what?
3-0.
Hey, folks, the Verizon Halftime Report continues.
It is an art, choosing gladiators. They're usually prisoners of war.
Acclaim this city for the glory of Rome.
You will be my instrument.
I will never be your instrument, but I will have my vengeance.
This is war! Real war! Rated R.
Hey, Nate, what's the play? It's Coldplay right here on CBS Mornings.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like...
Hey, Google. Turn on Rocky's Food.
It's like the ultimate connection. See why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy and recommended by Consumer Reports. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
Get 2.9% financing for 60 months on Rogue, or Nissan offers 6 vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000.
It's no secret. Dad jokes are pretty bad. My sisters and I tell our dad, don't quit your day job. Which is okay, because my dad loves his work and helping people. The last 2 years, Dad has taken on a new job, serving our community at the State House. Our dad, Dave Hall, works really hard on education, keeping our schools and neighborhoods safe, and creating jobs. Please vote for my dad, Dave Hall, on November 5th, because he'll never make it as a comedian.
Get 3.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on most 2024 Cadillac models when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
We know Indy. Weeknights at 11.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri. Who leads the league in receiving touchdowns?
All right, here in Indianapolis, everyone has caught their breath. Anthony Richardson downgraded to out. We got the report earlier from Aditi. It's a right hip injury for Richardson, so the struggles with the turnover issues, Arch, and now the injury issues have reared their ugly head for the young 22-year-old quarterback for the Colts.
Boy, he really started out well, didn't he, in this game?
Joe Flacco will continue to be their quarterback. First leads defense onto the field as Pittsburgh will have it at the 30-yard line. Spear and Arch up here in the booth. Wild first half. Justin Fields, they had chances. The Pickens turnover. Yes. Mike Tomlin electing to go for it on fourth down. How does Fields operate now playing in this kind of a hole?
Well, listen, I think getting the 3 points before half was big because now you get a chance here to regroup, come out after halftime, go down the field, and if you can't score now, you're talking about a one-score football game. Give your defense a chance to reset. So to me, it's critical how Pittsburgh is able to start this third quarter.
Couple of injury updates that Aditi just passed along. James Daniels' ankle and Cordero Patterson ankle have both been downgraded to out. So 2 more key pieces. Daniels, their starter at right guard, and Patterson, who was probably their best player in that first half. Both done for the day. Fields goes through his reads. Everyone covered down the field. There's a flag thrown at the line of scrimmage, top of your picture. As he was wrapped up. We'll check the flag here from Land Clark.
Offside. Defense number 93. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's Adam Gotsis, whom they just elevated from their practice squad yesterday. First half possessions for Pittsburgh. Again, that early gamble to go for it on a 4th down just inside their own 40-yard line. They did get those late points at the end of the first half. Suddenly you score a touchdown here, and it's a 1-score game. And it quickly changes the dynamic of this one. If they can get a drive going. This is Harris. Told you at the top of the show, the missing piece that they have in the backfield, the offensive backfield, with no Jalen Warren. So now Harris has even more on his plate, Arch, with Patterson done for the day. There's Arthur Smith. Can you stick to that run-heavy plan here as they try to cut into this 2-touchdown deficit?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, your defense is going to have to play well, but I do think you can continue to stick to your formula, but they do need to get some explosiveness, break a big run, get some chunk plays in the pass game.
Fields buried. Julian Blackman making first contact. It's a loss of 3. Blackman returning from that shoulder injury last week. Remember, he didn't play in the second game against Green Bay. Big play for the Colts.
Yeah, and I really felt like Fields had a chance to hit right down the seam. I believe that's Hayward right down the seam if he just rips it right there. But for some reason, he just pulls it down. And, you know, those are just some of the opportunities that creep up 1 or 2 times a game where I would love to see him take his shot and try to make the play.
Where does he go here on 3rd and 3? Slings it far side. Pickens with a snatch. First down connection as Pickens moves the sticks. Had to reach up high for it. They pick up 9.
Spiro, snatch is a great word for that catch, because that's exactly what he did. His ball skills and his awareness of where his hands are in space are just, it's pretty to watch.
4th time Pickens has been targeted. He's caught all 4. But only 29 yards till this point. Looked like Broderick Jones was a little hobbled at the end of that play. Stays in the game here at right tackle. It's the last thing Pittsburgh needs, any more injuries on their offensive line. Colts coming, showing with the blitz up the middle. And there's the flag.
Delay game. Offense number 2. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Fields trying to get them set. Officials always say they'll give the offense a beat once that play clock hits zeros, but just took too long that time. And that got the attention of the officials. So 1st and 15 after the penalty. They mark him back at their own 41. Lone setback is... Harris on the take. Really gets back to the line of scrimmage. E.J. Speed among the top 5 tacklers in the league entering play today, was there on the stop.
Well, I just, I look at these Colts, their linebackers in this game, they're playing some good football. We've seen E.J. Speed a couple times make some plays in the backfield, shooting the gap. We saw the big impact by Zaire Franklin and that big stop. They've really come to play. They are flying around in that front seven, really taking a lot of pressure off a secondary that's beat up.
Fields on 2nd and 15 over the middle. This is Washington. Going to sneak inside the plus side of the field. It's a pickup of 11, but keep in mind, this was the worst run defense in the league entering play today. They have been sensational.
They have. And again, Gus Bradley thought, he said it, I feel like we started to get our spirit back after being demoralized in that Green Bay game. And really it was just, about a quarter and a half of bad football. They got ran on against the Texans. They had a really bad quarter against Green Bay. You wonder, was it just the Chicago Bears who didn't have a good rushing attack, or has this defense been able to turn the corner?
3rd and 4. Field steps up, fires, it's incomplete. Intended for Freiermuth. Well covered, and Pittsburgh drive stalls out.
Yeah, but this play, the spacing just wasn't very good. They're trying to run a high-low. And you see, I can't get a beat on who that was. That's Freiermuth. But coming open just right over the top, the spacing just wasn't good enough, and just a small window for Fields to try to throw the ball in there, and great coverage on 3rd down by the Colts.
Excellent play by Sam Womack, the 3rd-year corner, able to get a hand on the football. Fair catch signaled by Downs. And Joe Flacco and company going to have it just outside their 10-yard line. 37 yards on the punt by Waitman. 14-point game on CBS.
How do I keep my protection against COVID-19 up to date? With a COVID shot this season.
You can get your COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot if you're due for both, as recommended by the CDC. Ask your healthcare provider and book at VaxAssist.com.
Siri, what's the name of the guy I had a meeting with a couple of months ago at Cafe Grinnell?
You met Zach Wingate at Cafe Grinnell.
Hey! Zach!
Oh, wow, I didn't think you'd remember me.
Yeah, of course. As soon as I saw you, I'm like, it's Zach. Nobody walks like Zach.
I am genius.
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like our fresh, never frozen dough made from 6 simple ingredients. And our dough can save you dough. Get 2 or more Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. Order now on the app from Papa John's.
This thing's in the middle of nowhere. And even if we didn't get any closer, you'd still know. It's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. The same way you know you can keep the concert going, even after the encore. Or take the whole family anywhere in it. Because when you're an original, there's only one.
Right now, get $6,000 bonus cash allowance, or get 0% financing on 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland and Summit models. See your local Jeep brand dealer today.
This is a game, but the most important thing is to make sure I'm at the top.
You don't gotta lie to all of us.
Lying to all of you?
Yeah.
It would probably help me to be underestimated.
You're playing checkers. I'm playing chess.
I don't want these people to know my military experience. I want everybody to think I'm just a mom. I just don't want to be blindsided.
You lied to everybody.
You're holding a grudge against me?
I'm here to ruin lives.
The Summit special premiere sneak peek CBS tonight and streaming on Paramount Plus.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Well, the families affected by Hurricane Helene urgently need support. You can help the American Red Cross provide meals and shelter to these families by donating today to Hurricane Helene relief efforts. Just go to redcross.org/NFL. Just terrific scenes from the Southeast. Our thoughts and prayers with all those folks who have been affected by the devastating weather down there. 10 and change left to play, early stages, second half. Joe Flacco coming on for Anthony Richardson. If you've just joined us, Richardson leaving the game towards the end of the first quarter with a hip injury. Taylor on the take here as we go downstairs to Aditi.
Spiro, Anthony Richardson is still on the sideline in full uniform, cleats and all. I watched him talk to Shane Steichen before the half, seemingly reassure him that yes, he can indeed move. But when I asked Steichen, he said he got hit. He's out of the game. So then I asked him, how do you keep the momentum going with Joe Flacco? He said, we need to keep running the ball and we need to keep getting first downs.
All right, Aditi, this Indy team, interestingly, since Steichen took over last year, they've never lost when leading at halftime. They were up 7-0 last week against Chicago. And now the play calling, you'd think, is going to change pretty drastically with Flacco coming in. Obviously, a much different style quarterback, Archers. We'll take a look at what they did in the first half.
Well, coming in with Anthony Richardson at quarterback, they were a heavy RPO, run-pass option football team, and that was a big part of their offense. In fact, Mike Tomlin said that's one of the major parts of their offense that they have to contend with. So that is not going to be as much as a factor, and I also wouldn't imagine they want a lot of long developing passing concepts because he is a 39-year-old quarterback.
Flacco's going to run for it. Sliding close to the first down. So the old graybeard says, I can run with it. We'll check the flag here.
Take that out of Marcelletta. I'll run with the football. Action, they just can't get it going downfield.
Harris stood up. And it's Latu again for the Colts. Archie just can't get over how well this Colts defense has been. Again, worst run defense entering the day. Two more starters out. Kwity Paye and Kenny Moore, they've been unbelievable.
Yeah, and another 3rd and 10 for Justin Fields. It's been, you know, if there's one thing that has allowed them to play with the style that they played in the first 3 games is their ability to stay on schedule and have 3rd and shorts. That has not been the case here today. This Colts defense putting him in a lot of difficult situations.
Fields again running for his life. And he's going backwards. The football came loose. They're going to mark him down. But they are knocked out of field goal range. Chris Lamons and E.J. Speed giving chase for the Colts. The negative plays that Justin Fields had been avoiding the first 3 weeks. Big part of the story here in week 4.
Yeah, this has to be an assignment error because they release the back and you have 2 free rushers. You should never have 2 free hitters in the backfield.
The fumble recovered by the defense.
Now the officials have ruled fumble, so apparently Fields was not touched before the football was ruled out. Lamons making the clean recovery. Every turnover subject to automatic review, so they will take a look at this. My goodness. So football ruled out before the defender had made contact with Fields. That is the call in the field as they will take a look now upstairs. When did the ball come out and was there contact? You see it loose.
Yeah, that's it appears the ball is starting to come out before Lamons touches him because the ball is out
starting
now.
To come out, but he gets control of it again. It looked like
I don't think he ever gets control of it again. I really don't.
Is this our first officiating disagreement of the season?
I put my money on.
You're going to stick to your guns?
I don't believe that he's able to get control of the football before he is touched. But you have no idea how good of a play that was from Lamons to be able to blitz.
Really on the field. Stands. First down.
Wow. Lamons with the recovery, and that is the other part of that. There was a clear recovery at the end of the play, giving the officials a chance to make that call as the Steelers turn it over. Their second here in Indy.
Doug.
And if we win, we get to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance. So you only pay for what you need.
Isn't that what you just did?
Service!
Stand back, I'm gonna show ya. I'm Doug and Libero, yeah. You know you gotta live it if you wanna win.
Time out.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Once upon a time, there was an infinity. Meticulously crafted to stir your imagination. And dare you to dream. Luxurious, three-row dreams. Where everything, for every passenger, could be just right. Introducing the all-new three-row Infiniti QX80.
Is it me, or is work not working? At least, not the way it could work. Your people are buried in busy work. You might be thinking, can AI make it all work? It can. On the ServiceNow platform, AI transforms your entire business. Because when your people work better, everything works better. So, let's get to work.
Idris Elba works here?
Yeah, he's super nice.
What you got to say?
New bounce. We got now.
No flex, zone. No flex, zone. They know better. They know better. Wanna go? More flex.
Back with you in Indianapolis, we take a look at these bold moves presented by Wingstop. Jonathan Taylor, the early statement, that terrific game-opening drive that he punched in for 6. Anthony Richardson lost to the hip injury. Joe Flacco coming in. They did not miss a beat. The touchdown pass to Downs. Pickens, the costly giveaway. And then just moments ago, the sack fumble by Indy's defense. So the second turnover Over for Pittsburgh team Arch that entered the day top 3 in the NFL in turnover margin.
That's been the blueprint so far this year.
Different story so far here in week 4. Flacco going down. Beanie Bishop coming off the edge. And Flacco never had a chance. CBS tonight, the epic climb begins when 16 strangers face off in a high-altitude game for $1 million. Don't miss a premiere episode, sneak peek of the summit tonight after 60 minutes on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. That is a loss of 6. As we take a look at the last 3 possessions, all punts for the Colts. Flacco protected. This time threads the needle inside the 40. First catch of the day for Alec Pierce as they get 9 of those yards back to set him up with a 3rd and 7.
Spiro, this is the part in the game, you know, with Flacco at quarterback. We haven't really said his name, but you know, T.J. Watt. This is the part where even though Braden Smith has done a terrific job and played very well last week against some very good Charger outside rushers, you have got to be careful because this is the type of game where Watt can make a big play to turn it.
They give it to Taylor. Interestingly here on a 3rd and 7. So the Colts play conservatively. And now the field goal unit going to be sent out. Shane Steichen not taking any chances here to try to build on his 14-point lead. Steichen talking about just how invaluable Joe Flacco has been in that quarterback room for his young quarterback Anthony Richardson. And now Flacco taking over the reins as Matt Gay sets up here for a 54-yard field goal. Gay last year, remember, had to deal with that nagging hip injury. And this kick is no good. He hooked it wide left. And Indianapolis comes up empty. So the Steelers with their 2nd turnover, but with where their team sits. Came in 3-0, but they're down 17-3 here with 5:49 left in the 3rd quarter. So both teams start on the plus side of the field, and neither comes away with any points. Justin Fields and company begin at their own 44-yard line. Harris picks up minimal yardage. The miscues today, the major headline, Arch, for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and credit the Colts defense here on 4th and 1. Franklin, this was the big missed opportunity. Huge drive, and then Pickens in scoring position. Really nicely done on 3rd and long. Blitz by Gus Bradley, and they make Justin Fields cough it up past midfield.
Remember, Pittsburgh entering the day today had scored just 3 touchdowns through the first 3 weeks. They've yet to score so far. Fields letting it rip, and he's got Pickens. Huge sequence there for the Steelers. Perfectly thrown pass by Fields. And they pick up 38.
Well, I love the awareness by Justin Fields. Pickens is just running to the middle of the field, and then he sees he's going to go on an adjustment. He sees Fields, gets outside the pocket. The safety to the other side goes to the sideline, and Fields gives them the desperate, explosive passing play that this offense needs.
Pickens, who led the league last year in yards per catch, gets Pittsburgh in business in the red zone. Fields. This is Harris. He's got some open green grass, and Harris taking on tacklers. Very close to that 1st down marker, waiting for the official signal. It's a pickup of 11, 1st and goal, Pittsburgh. Let's go to Aditi.
Spiro, you and Arch keep talking about this. This is the first time the Steelers have really faced adversity. Broderick Jones came off after that last drive, threw his helmet, kicked the bag. bench, and then tight end Pat Freiermuth came over to the entire offensive line and said, just calm down. Sure looks like...
So flag thrown. This one appears to be against Pittsburgh.
False start. Offense number 66. 5-yard penalty. Go first down.
It's Mason McCormick making his first career start at left guard. Pittsburgh's red zone touchdown percentage just 2 of 8. Arch.
Yes. The best thing that they have going in the red zone is Justin Fields running the football.
Another frustration for that man, Mike Tomlin, pondering things.
If you're a Steeler fan, you'd love to see Freiermuth have an impact in this game, on this series.
Been a long time since Freiermuth caught a touchdown. They go trips to the left. Fields on 1st and goal, flushed out, looking, he's going to run for it. Fields dives inside the 5-yard line, takes a hard hit there at the end. EJ Speed giving chase. It's a run of 7. And it will be 2nd and goal for the Steelers.
Yeah, initially, you never know what he's looking at, but he has a receiver open, coming open. I think it's Pickens right in the middle of the field. Eyes weren't there. He decides to tuck it, pick up some positive yards, and now he's set up inside the 5.
Justin Fields, who has won 3 straight starts for the first time in his career, can he bring them back in a 14-point hole? Fields inside the 5-yard line, takes a hard hit there at the end. EJ Speed giving chase. It's a run of 7. And it will be 2nd and goal for the Steelers.
Yeah, initially, you never know what he's looking at, but he has a receiver open, coming open. I think it's Pickens right in the middle of the field. Eyes weren't there. He decides to tuck it, pick up some positive yards, and now he's set up inside the 5.
Justin Fields, who has won 3 straight starts for the first time in his career, can he bring them back in a 14-point hole? Fields to the end zone, dangerous pass, batted down. Sam Womack, that's his 2nd.
Today with these corners from India.
He has made 2 huge plays for the Colts. 3rd and goal. Fields desperately needs one right here. He's going to run for it. Fields in, touchdown. The Pittsburgh Steelers trying to pick themselves up off the mat. Finally into the end zone. Brand new game.
Well, here's what does it. Initially, as Fields looks to the left, he's going to pull Zaire Franklin over to that side. And so as he pulls him over to that side, you see Franklin's eyes. Now there's nobody there. Franklin can't get there fast enough, and Fields gets Pittsburgh the touchdown that they needed.
16th rushing touchdown of Fields' career. So they go 6 plays, 56 yards in just under 3 minutes. 5.
We are famous. Our ratings spread through the roof.
Derrick Henry.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I saved so much bundling.
Hey, Flo. cool leg warmers.
Thanks. They're just for the bus ride to work. They're not part of the official uniform.
No tunes today?
No. My apartment was robbed last night. Took my cable-ready TV, VCR, portable cassette player.
Yep, all the latest tech.
If only Progressive had renter's insurance, like their home insurance.
Then we could bundle our cars and get the same 24/7 protection. I think we just invented that. This is the best day ever.
This more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
At BetMGM, everyone gets a welcome offer. So whether you're courtside trying to hit the over or up here trying to hit the under, or hitting that win with your crew. Yeah, see, defense. All the way up here with a same-game parlay. Yeah! BetMGM's got your back. Get your welcome offer and play with the...
Jets Vikings, Sunday, October 6th at 9:30 Eastern, only on NFL Network.
Mike Tomlin trying to rally his quarterback, Justin Fields, as the bond between those two continues to strengthen week to week. One thing Tomlin told us the other day, he said, look, we all knew the player that Justin was, but a lot of it's speculation. Until you get into the battles with him, you don't really know. But boy, any doubts, all those things are quickly dissipated as he continues to impress. Can Fields now bring them back as they play for the first time this season?
Society created Crucial Catch because
box as Queen
can save lives. Don't wait. Visit NFL.com/crucialcatch to find your local cancer screening resources for survivors and their caretakers. At halftime, 10-year-old Mason, a patient from the Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, rang the ceremonial bell to celebrate the completion of his cancer treatment.
Didi, just great, heartwarming stuff at halftime. Great to see the smiles on those young faces. Flacco running for his life, just throws that one out. Boy, was he out of the tackle box. As
and see this defense come after Flacco in this game.
And here they come, right on cue. It's Cameron Hayward as Flacco desperately tries to get the ball out. Hayward had him wrapped up. And he can't believe that wasn't a sack.
Well, this is how you draw it up. You get pressure here, you make the quarterback step up, and then you get a nice bull rush inside. And that's exactly how it works. As you watch this game, really, the edge rushers for Pittsburgh really haven't had that much of an impact. It's been mostly internal pressure inside between Hayward and Benton, but now it's 3rd and 10. Expect
Flacco steps up, fires, completes. First down to Pittman as Flacco puts his back into it. What a pass right into the teeth of that secondary.
It was, and really you don't see, you see Minkah Fitzpatrick, number 39, right there, and that is an aggressive. Bold throw, he just lets it fly, and boy, 3rd and 10 doesn't get any better than that.
Look at Pittman's numbers. One play here for Trey Sermon. So if you've just hopped on with us, Joe Flacco is in for the injured Anthony Richardson, who had to leave this game with a hip injury in the first half. It was towards the end of the first quarter. Richardson left for a couple, came back, took another shot. And at that point, Shane Steichen huddled up with their medical personnel and decided to shut Richardson down as they give the keys to this offense to that man, Joe Flacco.
Yeah, and before this drive, that the Colts had stalled out a little bit. A three-play drive and a four-play drive. That was huge.
Flacco near side of the field looking for Mitchell, and there's the flag. Just a backbreaker here for the Steelers. Minkah Fitzpatrick coming in at the end of that play.
It looked like shoulder to shoulder to me.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 39.
Yeah.
A 15-yard penalty, first down.
Look, I know you can't tell judgment, but to me, Fitzpatrick is pulling off. He doesn't go attack him, and he doesn't hit him helmet to helmet with forcible contact. He's running full speed. He's running 20 miles an hour, and just the momentum, to me, that should not necessitate a flag.
Arch, it's just such a hard play. I mean, this is where the game, the officiating has changed so dramatically over the last couple of years. The ball past the receiver.
But you can tell he's on a line running at 20 miles an hour, and he doesn't strike through him. You can see him try to let up.
Jonathan Taylor doing his dance, gets to the 40-yard line. Let's bring in Gene. Gene, how did you see that last play?
I've got to agree with Adam on this play. Minkah's closing on this play 100 miles an hour, as Adam just said, and he is pulling up. You've got to play safety that way. You've got
force again as we are now inside of a minute left in the quarter. Flacco feels the pressure, gets it out quickly, and then Jonathan Taylor takes a hard hit. Deshaun Elliott making the play for the Steelers.
He's really been a nice pickup for Pittsburgh. You know, we've had him a couple times now, and you see him make him impact plays. He plays down low like a linebacker to allow Fitzpatrick to do what he does in the deep part of the field. He is another really big piece to this defense that's played well.
Could be the final play of the quarter. Remember, Elliott had the pick in his Steelers debut in the Week 1 win in Atlanta. And now this defense looking for one more play. 3rd and 7. Here they come again. Flacco protected this time. Downs. Joe Flacco just surgical. They pick up 25, and that's going to take us to the end of the quarter here in Indy. Flacco now 13 of 20 for a $130 and the touchdown. But the Steelers showing life. 7-point game on CBS.
Are you guys feeling this? I want to pay with you everywhere.
You get 5% cash back in any category you choose.
Really?
Every single month.
Joe Flacco, just surgical. They pick up 20. Flacco now 13 of 20 for a $130 and the touchdown. But the Steelers showing life. 7-point game on CBS.
He was a great receiver.
Hey! You can't do that! You can't watch football without Tostitos!
Chip? What? You're not dead?
No, it's a Tostitos commercial.
Brisket is back at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guapped. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, October 17th, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS.
Make this a summer to share in the 3-row Kia Sorento, the tech-forward Sportage, the available all-wheel drive Seltos, or the IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus Telluride, each one recommended by Consumer Reports. This summer, visit your local Kia dealer. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of select new 2024 Sportage and 2024 Sorento models.
Jody J asks, about to add the 88th device to our network. Can our internet keep up?
It can, Jody, but more devices means you need faster internet.
We've engineered Xfinity's network so you can upgrade your speed to keep doing everything you need to do, like working, video chatting, streaming, and slaying zombies, all in the name of science.
I've never been to a seance.
Upgrade and switch to Xfinity Internet with unlimited data and 1 line of unlimited mobile for just $35 a month. And ask how to get a free 5G phone.
When I got out of the Army, I couldn't wait to get home to Pennsylvania.
I met Dave in the elevator on my first day at Free Markets, and I remember thinking, that was the most impressive guy I've ever met.
And it's crazy how the company grew. It literally changed the skyline of Pittsburgh.
Dave's an Army guy and a wrestler, so he knows how to fight, but he'll fight fair.
I remember Free Markets hired hundreds of people downtown. It really helped Pittsburgh bounce back.
Now I'm running for Senate to help America bounce back. I'm Dave McCormick, and I approve this message.
Watch the KDKA TV Morning News with Lindsay Ward and David Highfield.
Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis. And we got a good one coming up here, shaping up here. Final 15 minutes, 17-10 Indianapolis. Joe Flacco, Arch, on this drive has converted on a 3rd and 7 and a 3rd and 10.
How good is that? The first one, he just rips it, and then just really a well-designed play to take advantage of the rookie nickelback Bishop on a huge 3rd and 7.
Play action. Flacco towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Looking for A.D. Mitchell. Young second-round rookie out of Texas. Took him with the 52nd overall pick. Hadn't been much of a factor the first 3 weeks, but he has been targeted a bunch. Dante Jackson was there for the Steelers.
Jackson has played well. Another one. We just talked about the impact that Elliott has had come into this defense, and now they have a legitimate number 2 corner opposite Joey Porter Jr. on the other side. Tight ends in this offense start to show up inside the 20-yard line.
Flacco going through his reads, and this one is incomplete. Joe Flacco, Mike Tomlin, of course, all their old battles in the AFC North. Flacco all those years with the Ravens. 2 men that don't need any introduction to each other. How does this one end? As they get ready here for a 3rd and 10. A couple of seconds into the 4th quarter. Trey Sermon comes onto the field now for Shane Steichen. He'll be the long setback next to Flacco, as they will go 3 wide receivers. Flacco protected, steps up over the middle, it's caught. Ogletree, touchdown. Digits.
Well, there's Ogletree, and the Steelers just lose track of him. So first he chips, and then once he chips, the Steelers, they lose track of him. And again, the tight ends really start to show up in this offense for the Indianapolis Colts. Nobody spots him, and that's an easy one. Another Spiro, 3rd and long on this drive.
Unreal. They complete 2 3rd and 10s and a 3rd and 7 on that drive, and the touchdown coming on a 3rd and 10. It's Ogletree, 14-point Indy lead.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's is now available with the all-new Big Smasher Burger. Or you can settle for a drive-thru. Plus get fries, a drink, and bottomless chips and salsa for just $10.99. See you later, tiny drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for Me is and bottomless chips and salsa for just $10.99. See you later, tiny drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's on.
This week, Tampa Bay meets Atlanta. A lot of buzz around this one, as Thursday Night Football is full. Stream Thursday Night Football, only on Prime.
Okay, trainees, let's work on our fast and friendly claim service.
Eyes on the phone now.
Look alive, Drew.
Your repairs have been scheduled.
Nice.
Yes, you'll get a rental car on site.
Heads up. Oh, I'm gonna turn this down to an 8. My bad.
We can do this all day. Geico claim service is 24/7. Nice catch.
Your claim has been approved. Your claim has been approved.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Feast your eyes on this.
That's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not gonna beg, but pretty please.
Murphy, don't. Go ahead, press a button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Apple Intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
But get all safe. Save money on auto insurance and be protected from mayhem, like me. Woo!
What you working on?
A time machine, so we can go back to when our house was new.
We can just use Valspar.
That was faster than time travel.
Let's do the bathroom next. Keep your place looking new. Valspar.
The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great. Wait, is this a dream? No, Luke. This is a Miller Lite commercial.
Saturday, a college football doubleheader. First, Navy takes on Air Force. Then it's big time with a showdown at the Horseshoe between Iowa and third-ranked Ohio State. Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
I'm Maddie Matlock, right?
Is in the old TV show, right?
Right. I didn't think you were that crafty, Miss Matlock.
Matlock, CBS Thursday, October 17th, part of CBS Premiere Week.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Wingstop. Bring the flavor. Order at wingstop.com. And by Verizon. The NFL is powered by Verizon 5G.
What a great scene overseas today. About 900 fans in attendance for the second annual Falchus Steelers Watch Party in Dublin, Ireland, as the NFL's fan base overseas continues to grow. In the scoring drive, 10 plays, 70 yards, just over 3 minutes. Joe Flacco 3 of 3 on that drive on third downs, and he's got the Colts a 14-point lead. Saturday, we've got a college football doubleheader here on CBS. It'll kick off at noon Eastern. Navy and Air Force will get the party started. Then at 3:30, it's big time in Columbus when Iowa takes on that third-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. It's all coming up Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Justin Fields hoping for some of that Buckeye magic here. Had a really good-looking drive last time out, Arch. It's right back in a 14-point hole here as we play early stages, fourth quarter.
Yeah, I love how he came out and responded after giving up that fumble on that last drive.
Fields begins to the air. Freiermuth brought down right after the catch, just shy of the 33. We had a chance to visit with Fields. He's just so even-keeled. A guy who just rarely gets rattled. How does he operate now under very tough circumstances here on the road, down 2 touchdowns?
Well, it's 2 weeks in a row where he threw an interception. Last week he threw an interception and finished out 7 of 8, 104 yards and a touchdown. And we just saw what happened after giving up the fumble. He was brilliant on this previous drive.
Fields keeps it himself. This will be a first down running more as he slides out across the 40-yard line. It's a run of 7. Arch, take us back. What did you see on that last drive from the Steelers?
It was excellent. They got the explosion that they needed. Scramble drill, keep the eyes downfield, get the ball to George Pickens. Then he gets it out. Najee Harris picks up a nice gain, and then he does it all on his legs. Scramble to get himself in position on the 5-yard for a touchdown. Really well done.
Arthur Smith, first year as the play caller. He's pushed all the right buttons till this point. Then they make some plays here where they need them. Harris in the pass game. Harris on the plus side of the field. Harris breaking free, still on his feet. Harris will check the flag all the way back in the offensive backfield. And now Harris is still down. Took a couple of hard shots.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, defense number 54. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal. First down.
Boy, they get Odangbo, had the 2 sacks earlier, and now Harris is going to trot to the sideline.
Yeah, more than 2 steps, doesn't hit him hard. Oh, maybe there at the end. Yep.
And boy, this looms large now with Harris potentially being looked at on the sideline arch. Remember, no Jaylen Warren. They've already lost Cordero Patterson in this game to an ankle injury. So in comes Aaron Shanklin, the young man elevated from their practice squad yesterday, getting his first snaps of the season.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin said he's a Harvard man. We like his football IQ, and now suddenly he's thrust under the microscope.
Yeah, well, it's going to have to be Justin Fields taking over here in the fourth quarter.
Fields looking, goes through his reads, but everyone's covered. So he just throws it out of bounds into the seats. 2nd and 10.
And this is, you know, with Champlin coming in, he does a nice job as we take a look at the Colts. Their secondary, nowhere to throw the football. But you got to wonder, if you're Gus Bradley, when do you test it and see if the young first-year running back knows his pass protection rules? You saw a great, well-timed blitz look from Gus Bradley that forced the fumble on Justin Fields earlier. But if they're in a 3rd and medium, I would expect Bradley to come after him.
Fields near side, throws a bullet to Pickens. Pickens able to squeeze it as he works against Jalen Jones. A little bit short of the line to gain, so it's going to be 3rd down for Pittsburgh.
Boy, how did he catch that ball? Jalen Jones was all over him. Just all over him. Do you trust Champlin? Do you trust it? Do you trust giving him the rock? Ball security?
Is that a rhetorical
right now,
question?
In a short yardage situation?
Najee Harris is back onto the field here, so good news for the Steelers. 3rd and 1 from the 4.
It's a long one. Watch the naked by Fields.
Harris elevating, and it looks like he's got it. Najee Harris going airborne. No signal yet.
I think he got past. I don't like the leap on a long 1 yard. I do not like that at all. Now you're a 245, 250-pound back. You got to keep that thing on the ground and grind it. I think they got lucky on that play.
Officials finally signaling 1st and goal, so Harris stays on the field. See what he's done now, 53 scrimmage yards so far. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh desperately needing a touchdown right here, down 14. Fields fakes, Fields escapes, back of the end zone, incomplete. Boy, very tight window to get it to Pickens, broken up. Sam Womack, who has been just sensational for the Colts, was there again.
But hasn't he? That is an exceptional play. I expected Pittsburgh to go after. Look at how Womack, he comes off of his man, has awareness. Looks like Pickens just dropped it. Quite honestly, looks like he just dropped it.
And Womack got him just kind of the lower part of the helmet. So Indy fortunate that time. Pickens couldn't squeeze it. 2nd and goal.
Well, best thing they do is Fields. So if you're these linebackers, Franklin.
And he bangs it in. Justin Fields trying to put his Steelers on his back. Hard hit from Jalen Jones. And it's back to a 1-score game.
Here's what you cannot do in this situation. You can't go inside if you're Lewis. You just, excuse me, if you're Latu. You cannot go inside. You cannot give Justin Fields in the red zone an edge. A critical mistake. And Fields makes the play they needed.
Boy, Latu, the young rookie archer, who made a couple of big plays the last 2 weeks. Doesn't take the proper route, and Fields just so lethal with his legs, able to cash in for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2nd rushing touchdown of the day for Fields. 7-point game on CBS.
Is recommended by the CDC.
I got my shots together, dude.
Ask your healthcare provider about getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot if you're due for both.
Are you getting your together?
Question. If you can't see what's behind all this, How do you already know? It's Jeep. Probably the same way you know if a T-Rex is chasing a Jeep Wrangler.
It's getting away.
Yep. Or if it takes you places that make you say, whoa! And their hair looks like this, or someone says, the doors come off. Then you just know what it was, what it is, and what it always will be. Because when you're an original, there's only one.
Join us this Saturday.
Internet from T-Mobile. Now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home.
For a limited time, get a free upgrade to Home Internet Plus. Just $50 a month.
A mountain to climb. $1 million at stake. And 14 days to get it done.
Manu Bennett hosts The Summit. Premiere sneak peek CBS tonight.
There's your score. 7-point Indianapolis lead as Pittsburgh. Second time they're trying to fight their way back from a 14-point deficit. Justin Fields, since that fumble, has been back on his game the last 2 drives. Trying to bring the Steelers all the way back. 7-point game with 11:23 left in this fourth quarter. Anthony Richardson done for the day if you're just joining us. Indianapolis' young quarterback going down with a hip injury in the first half. And in his stead, Adam Archuleta, Joe Flacco has been terrific for Shane Steichen's Colts.
Oh, dealing, especially when he's got to have it on the money downs. On that last drive, he was just absolutely perfect. And that's exactly, Spiro. There he goes, finds Ogletree for their last touchdown. That's what they're looking for, but Spiro, where did their running game go? Before halftime, or since halftime, they have not been able to get the running game on track. And if they want to close this game out, Jonathan Taylor has to have a big quarter.
Pitch play here to Taylor. He's got Nelson as his lead blocker. Peyton Wilson will be among the tacklers there. They did get aided by the Minkah Fitzpatrick penalty that was questionable.
Yes.
Gene weighing in didn't think that it should have been a flag against Pittsburgh's defense. That, of course, was huge. And how does Flacco and company now take advantage? 2nd and 8 as we hit the 11-minute mark left in this fourth quarter.
The Steelers have been in some, again, in the second half, they've been some really good down and distance situations, but they haven't been able to finish. And that really hasn't been part of their personality so far this season.
Taylor, top of your picture. Flacco, little sidearm delivery, and he's still slinging it. Josh Downs again. He had the touchdown earlier. They pick up 13 here. 1st and 10, Colts.
Yeah, you just can't let him get inside you on this slant. You got the other linebacker working to the other side of the field, Patrick Queen, but Peyton Wilson cannot let that slant get the inside position. Flacco sees it and picks up another first down on 2nd and long.
We'll go back to the ground game here with Taylor. Taylor, boy, the patience that he's got, just unreal. 9 out of 10 other backs are just going down there at the line of scrimmage. Something with Taylor, his vision and patience, just remarkable. Let's go to Aditi.
Spiro, if you remember, Jonathan Taylor last year spent the offseason rehabbing. He couldn't start the season and then he dealt with injury during the year. He was telling us this week that just having an entire offseason to stay on his regular schedule makes all the difference. And we're certainly seeing that in the way that he's run so far this season.
Yeah, the ankle just could never quite get him.
That makes it look so effortless.
Taylor trying to make a miss. Good pursuit that time by Elliott, getting him around the ankles. That was his first major surgery for Taylor last year. The ankle surgery, of course, the contract situation. Boy, you think that contract extension is aging nicely here with...
Yeah, he was really the first back in a long time to really get a big deal. You know, everybody talking about how the running back is devalued. and all that stuff. And of course, you know, this year running games in the NFL are hot. But he is a difference maker and deserves every penny.
So 3rd and 6. Taylor comes off here. That's Sermon getting reset at the bottom of your picture. Flacco, near side, gets it to his man. It's Downs. Boy, slipped the initial tackle. Just magnificent. It's a pickup of 11. And they move the sticks again.
Everything about this play is so good. The timing, the route, and then the finish and the setup. Change direction, get that hand on the ground, spin inside. Man.
Told you about Downs. With what he did, franchise rookie record for catches last year, 68. And what a day he is putting together here in week 4 against maybe the #1 defense in the NFL. Sermon trying to find the edge. That was the 4th straight 3rd down pass completion for Flacco. And Sermon picks up minimal yardage to set up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, just impressive. And look at, I mean, 6 of 7, 6 first downs for a 39-year-old quarterback is just incredible. But look, man.
Told you about Downs. With what he did, franchise rookie record for catches last year, 68. And what a day he is putting together here in week 4 against maybe the #1 defense in the NFL. Sermon trying to find the edge. That was the 4th straight 3rd down pass completion for Flacco. And Sermon picks up minimal yardage to set up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, just impressive. And look at, I mean, 6 of 7, 6 first downs for a 39-year-old quarterback is just incredible. But look, listen, both of these teams, both these quarterbacks, I love here how in the second half they have both responded and been able to rise to the occasion that their football team needs.
So Taylor maybe getting that ankle retaped. 2nd and 9, so it's Sermon's gig for the moment. Sermon taking on tacklers. Gets into the 2nd level. Porter takes a hard hit, a little bit late to get to his feet. Remember Indianapolis last year, 9-8, they just narrowly missed the playoffs. Really the only significant move, the most significant move by Chris Ballard was to upgrade the backup quarterback position. And boy, how large does that loom as Joe Flacco getting his first snaps with his new team, trying to get them their 2nd win in as many weeks.
Steelers, think about this, Firo. We've already talked. Indianapolis is 8 of 13 against this defense on 3rd down.
Just amazing. Queen, part of the gang tackling against Sermon there.
And that is such an incredible number. And you think about how many of the 3rd downs, it hasn't been a lot of 3rd and 1 or 2 or 3, you know. They've been 3rd and long in key crucial situations. Hasn't just been Flacco, but it's been his receivers and his backs making plays after the catch.
So to get that right ankle retaped for Jonathan Taylor, potentially maybe a hit right here, kind of a twist to get that leg.
You see the toe gets caught
underneath him on the carpet here.
Yep, the toe gets caught in the turf.
So Matt Gay comes onto the field here to try to make this a 2-score game. How huge a kick this is. 6:06 left. Snapper is Luke Rhodes. Sanchez the holder. Gay from 35. And it's a 10-point Colts lead. And coming up next, game 2 of our NFL on CBS doubleheader. We will send most of you out to Los Angeles. Patrick Mahomes will lead the undefeated Chiefs against the Chargers. The NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Crazy to think Justin Herbert's going to play despite aggravating that high ankle sprain. So far, it's been Mahomes getting the better of that quarterback matchup over the last couple of years. And we will be watching later today here on CBS. Mike Tomlin and Pittsburgh down 10. 2 timeouts. Of course, you got the 2-minute warning and 6:03 remaining, as they will have to work quickly with their offense and Justin Fields.
They're going to have to open things up, and this is where Justin Fields, any franchise quarterback, an obvious passing situation where you have to have it to win the football game, this is where he's going to have to come alive. And quite honestly, this is where at points in his career he has struggled in making the play.
Fields to the air, and that pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Latu got his hand on the football, the rookie, again making plays for the Colts.
See Pittsburgh trying to set up the screen to the left of Justin Field on first down. That's really just a good reaction, good athletic play by Latu to stick that hand out, knock down that pass.
Keep in mind the offensive changes that we've seen with this Pittsburgh offensive line. Mason McCormick, you've got a rookie at left guard, the rookie center. On a day that they lost James Daniels, their right guard, and this is Fields. Getting close to a first down. That'll set him up with a 3rd and short. As Nick Cross making the tackle, it's a run of 8 for Fields.
Yeah, and that's just Arthur Smith calling a play just to ensure that they're not going to be in a 3rd and long situation. Much better on 3rd and 2. So now you're in a situation where if you're Fields and you don't see it, now you have the green light to go and try to pick it up by using your legs. I would consider bringing at least one extra rusher on this down if I was Gus Bradley, and make sure there's not those wide running lanes for Fields to scramble.
4th down territory for Pittsburgh, 3rd and 2. Fields needs one here, takes a shot, he's got Pickens. A majestic pass. Fields on target to Pickens. Incredible pass. A pickup of 37.
Oh, this is his specialty. Just one-on-one contested catches. One-on-one with Jalen Jones. You see a little jab there, a little bit of hand fighting, but Fields drops it perfectly for George Pickens.
Fields quick drop, delivers again. This time it's Van Jefferson. That's the first time he's been targeted today. And they got another first down.
Well, I'm telling you, Pittsburgh, they haven't done themselves any favors in this game with some of their mistakes. But here they are in the 4th quarter. They just keep coming back, and you got to hand it. Fields keeps making plays to keep them alive in this game.
Back to the ground game with Harris. Archie saw Tomlin pacing that sideline. They, of course, got the quarterback decision that they'll eventually have to make with Russell Wilson very close to coming back from that calf injury, potentially ready this coming week. Can Justin Fields win these kinds of games on the road?
Yeah, so far, again, I love the way he's playing in this second half. He had the fumble, but how he's been able to respond has been impressive.
Fields fires incomplete. Once again, looking in Pickens' direction. Good coverage there by Jones. Field goal here makes it a 1-score game. 2 timeouts, 3:45 as they ready for a 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, and because they were able to get the chunk play, they've been able to get down here with some pretty good time left on the clock. So the worst thing that can happen here is a sack and let 40 seconds or so run off the clock. So he's either got to have it or he's got to throw it away, so at least they can kick a field goal without wasting more time.
Fields, near side, it's caught. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth taking contact, and the Steelers inch a little bit closer.
He took shots. Got to throw it away, so at least they can kick a field goal without wasting more time.
Fields, near side, it's caught. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth taking contact, and the Steelers inch a little bit closer.
He took shots. But I think that ball does cross the line before his knee or any part of his body touches the ground. But look at the shots that he takes. He catches that, Spiro. He catches that on almost the 4-yard line and is falling to the ground. How he finds a way to get into the end zone is just incredible.
And with that, the longest touchdown drought in the 4-year career of Pat Freiermuth is finally over. First touchdown in 12 games for the 4th-year tight end. And it couldn't have come at a better time for the Steelers. The point after makes it a 3-point game with 3:40 left in regulation.
Yep, and what I like here, there's no indecisiveness. Fields know exactly where to look. He steps, he throws, and Freiermuth is able to do the rest. I got to say, again, after the fumble, how good has Fields been? He has been incredible. Improvising, extending plays. His defense has let him down a little bit. It's not because of the way he's played here in the second half. Now, their defense has to go out there and get a stop.
And Arch, again, so much talk about some of his shortcomings, the way it went in Chicago, but there's just something about him. He just never gets rattled. That sack fumble that he took, such a poor decision on his part. But as you mentioned, since that point in the game, he just reloaded, and he has been nearly perfect. 3 straight touchdown drives orchestrated by Fields.
And you really, you really haven't seen it in this game, even when they were down, and you say, okay, maybe I have to press and start make some plays. You haven't seen him be careless with the football and make any turnover-type throws. To me, it's one thing to be kind of a game manager and take care of the ball, but to come back, it's been impressive.
Boswell's kick in the end zone. And the Colts are going to get it at the 30-yard line. A reminder to keep it here. The NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars, time permitting, comes your way next. All the latest NFL scores and highlights as we go downstairs.
You haven't seen him be careless with the football and make any turnover-type throws. To me, it's one thing to be kind of a game manager and take care of the ball, but to come back, it's been impressive.